Hey, I'm Taylor Black. I'm the Loy Farm manager. Been in this position for about 3.5 years. You know, starting out, our primary outlet for produce was Harvest Table, which is like the, dining provider for Elon. Plus we produce hot peppers for a hot sauce that they bottle and use in-house as well. And over the years, we've sort of developed more of a relationship with the Hunger Corps, combating food insecurity in certain areas. So that's through Alamance Community College on the Dillingham campus in town. And they've become our primary outlet for produce. So, it's thousands of pounds go to them. And that's for families that are in need of like a free CSA box, which is basically just a box of produce, a weekly box of produce. It's like as local as they can possibly source a lot of things. Food affects the body, it affects the mind. There's a lot of reasons that people don't feel well, and I think food and their diet is one thing that contributes to that. One of the main things that contributes to that, rather. And I think it's one of the bigger issues of our day. Food that is fresh and, organic. We're essentially an organic farm. We're just not certified. Is out of a lot of people's price range. So I think that providing fresh, organic produce to people that need it, and then also having some outlet on campus to provide not just produce, but it's education as well to Elon students is huge. I mean, that's, the fresher the food, the better it is, but also the less it has to travel. Increasing understanding of the importance and just being engaged with a small farm maybe kind of makes it a little less mystical. It demystifies the idea of accessing this kind of thing in the future, because I think it's important that a lot of people move forward in their lives and try to think about, helping local farmers and plugging into that network of the community around them, wherever they end up. There's small farms everywhere.
People deserve to know where their food comes from. And a lot of our food system is kind of hidden. People don't really get the chance to see it, and people don't really get the chance to know where their food's coming from. Especially because our food system is so corporatized nowadays that a lot of shady things go on and people don't really get the chance to know about it. But that all changes when you get the chance to grow your own food, basically, in this hyper-local setting. You know exactly where your food's coming from and how it's being grown, and that's just something that everybody, kind of deserves the chance to have. Honestly, it's the most satisfying kind of work you can do, because as an environmental studies major, a lot of what we do is very, very analytical. We're out here building very tangible physical results that impact a lot of people. Getting this kind of real-world experience and not even having entered the job market yet is just so cool. It's something I never thought I'd get the chance to do. And kind of adding on to that, I also work for the catering department at Elon Dining. So I actually get to see some of the stuff that we grow out here being used in our dishes. So it's so cool. It's such a full circle moment.
They gain competency and confidence in what they're doing, and to see them learning these kind of blue collar skills is exciting. And the more you put into it, the more you get out of it, and you can kind of see that. I would say that it's definitely what makes the job satisfying, is to see people, how they grow and learn when they get out here, because there's a lot to learn. I mean, I learn, like I said, every day. I'd say we got a really hard freeze earlier than normal this year. So that's top of mind right now. That's what I'm working on every day since Thanksgiving, is just getting things cleaned up. When you get an 18-degree night in November, that can, set you back a little bit. But, for the hot sauce peppers, for instance, I knew I was going to lose all those peppers as soon as it got that cold, no matter what I did. So I just picked every single one that I could give, and we brought down our last load of 40-some pounds of peppers to dining for the hot sauce, and that is what it is. So it's just I can't change the weather, so I just have to work with it. Right now it just got really cold, so I've got row covers on certain crops outside. I use cover cropping to keep the soil intact throughout the winter and sometimes in the summer. So that's just grass and legumes that I seed that just hold the beds and build biomass, so that way we can keep the soil living. And then in the spring, I can turn that over and plant right into that, drying of gourds and seed saving. And yeah, so that's, when it comes to like wintertime, most of the action's happening under the plastic.
Because we're so remote compared to the rest of the campus, we're seeing wildlife, and just last night I saw me and my roommate were just hanging out on the back porch, and we look over to our left and there's just a coyote just roaming around. That's not something everybody else gets to see.
The reason I'm here is because I didn't want to work an inside job, you know what I mean? I love, even when it's cold or it's super hot, that's being able to be part of all the cycles of nature and be out here and, learning new things constantly and having a lot of problems to solve constantly is really stimulating, and it's definitely made me grow as a person and professionally. I would just say that it's a really kind of a total mind-body exercise,